dragon power, dragon teeth, dragon tail, burning dragon fire, real live wire, American dragon.
Hello everyone, welcome to How to Manage Aggro in Grimsoul. Knowing how to manage aggro is an important mechanic to master that will make the game much easier. I'll show you a few examples and explain in general how the mechanic works. You can sneak up on most enemies as long as they aren't facing you. Most enemies have slightly less than 180 degrees of vision, so you can sneak up on them from the side or from behind. Normally you want to only attack one enemy at a time, so multiple enemies aren't hitting you at the same time, because not only will it make you lose a lot of health, it will also make you lose a lot of armor durability. Here I kill a leopard quickly with a sneak attack and then back up to fight the bear one-on-one and finish off the remaining leopard. It's always good to scout out your surroundings. If you can sneak around and see what enemies you might aggro after hitting one of them, make sure you are capable of quickly dealing with each of the other enemies before it becomes a problem. Otherwise, it would be best to stand at a distance and aggro one at a time. The distance to aggro most enemies is the bright white part of the cross on the minimap. When possible, put as much distance between you and the enemy you are sneaking up on and the other nearby enemy so you don't alert them. Here's what you should not do. Don't try to sneak attack an enemy when another enemy is watching their back. A witch's scream won't draw all of the enemies on the map onto you, but it will still draw a lot of nearby enemies. If you accidentally alert a witch before killing everything around it, you can leave the map and come back in, and all of the enemies will go back to their original spawn points. Enemies that spawn from off of the map will automatically aggro onto you. If it is an exile or a night guest, you can leave the map and come back and they will despawn. If it is anything else, you will have to kill it or reset the map by leaving to another location for it to go away. For that reason, I suggest always being ready to kill the strongest enemy a map has to offer, so you do not have to reset the location by leaving it. Do not show up to a high difficulty zone naked or unprepared. You will likely be chased out of the zone and waste your time or your energy you spent getting to that zone. After a certain number of spawns, or more than about 15 to 20 minutes of exploring a zone, enemies should stop spawning from off of the map, except for night guests. In 3, 4, and 5 skull zones, there's always an easy route into the center where all of the chests, and in the case of 4 and 5 skull zones, where all of the north zone resources are. So always circle around and look for the area where there are no enemies or much less enemies. If you get stuck in the middle and get cut off from your exit route or in any other dangerous situation, you can close the app and it will act as if you had left the zone to the global map. If you do not want to run out of the zone or shut off the app to avoid death and want to handle bad situations like a grown-up, hats off to you. The best advice I can give to you is to use the enemy's difference in speed, if any, to separate them into different groups and deal with the faster enemies first. You can also use resources like trees and rocks or chests to separate groups of enemies by leading part of the group around one side of the object and the other group around the other side. The larger the object, the easier it is to do this. That's all for this video. Hopefully this makes fighting much easier for you. If this video helped you out, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Hit the bell to get notifications when I make new videos. I try to make videos once a week, but my schedule is pretty sporadic. Thank you all for watching, and remember, I will always love you.